Yes, I know the game has only been out a couple of days and decorating might be the last thing on your mind right now, but there is nothing worse for when the time comes and you finally start decorating, you have 0 items to decorate with. So today I'm running through all the ways you can get furniture in Pokopia so that you can keep your eyes peeled whilst you're out exploring and you can get ready to hoard. Don't forget to like and also subscribe for more, but let's get started. Before we get into how to get furniture, I just want to recap a couple of things. Firstly, if you are a player who thinks, I'm not a decorator, I don't need furniture, you are wrong. One of the ways to progress in the game is through increasing your environment level, and one of the ways to do this is to raise a Pokemon's comfort level, which means they may want certain pieces of furniture in their habitat, and some of these Pokemon can get a little bit fancy with their requests. I am looking at you, Meowth. So even if you don't have grand decorating plans in the game, you will most likely need some furniture pieces in the game at some point, so don't sleep on it. And secondly, you can obtain pre-crafted furniture pieces in the game, and you can also obtain recipes. I'm going to cover on how to get both of these in the video, but I do recommend you have some good storage and a nice little crafting area set up if you are embarking on collecting lots of furniture, because there is so many pieces. So if you have somewhere to store everything, you are definitely going to be at an advantage. Also, don't forget that you can craft from your storage if your storage chests are touching the workbench, so plan accordingly when it comes to that. Right, so now it's time to get into how to get your hands on the furniture. The most obvious ways to get your hand on furniture is via the shop, which is on your PC. In the beginning, you will have 3 new daily items. As you level up your environment, the amount of daily items will increase. This is based off of a combined total score across the different areas / worlds you have unlocked. I would recommend always buying the daily items, as you never know when they may reappear, and certain items may also be required for specific habitats as well. The shop will refresh at 5 AM daily, and this is based off of the time on your console. You will also see that there are permanent items to buy in the shop. Some of these are furniture pieces that you'll be able to buy one or a certain limited amount of, and then there are also recipes. Again, as you level up your environment and expand to new areas, new items will become available to purchase. Some of these are kind of themed to the areas. So for example, at the beach, as you would expect, you have more beach-like items, but either way, you might want to use them in different environments. That's totally up to you. There is kind of no right or wrong way to focus on what you want to buy in the shop. I personally have been buying all of the recipes so that I have more options for when it comes to crafting, because that is part of the challenges. But if you want to, you could just buy all of the individual items. It's up to you. Everything you purchase from the shop will be purchased with life coins. However, you can also trade items for items or goods for goods. There are 2 ways to do this. You can set up a habitat for a trading Pokemon to move into, and then they will be able to set up a shop there. One of the things you do need for this is a cash register, and if you are currently at the Bleak Beach area, you will find in one of the areas that there are 2 cash registers here. So go and find them, and then you'll be able to kind of set up lots of different trading spots if you want to. The second way relates to your Poke Center building. Once you have completed this, there is a chance for a trading Pokemon to kind of move in, take over, and start working behind the counter. The Pokemon will display items that are available for trade. Some of these will be resources. However, there are also the chance that you will see furniture pieces in here, which is nice. To trade with them, all you need to do is approach the item you want to trade, and then you have to find something of the value from your goods in your inventory. So for example, you can use honey, which is worth 100, or vegetables that are worth 50 until you reach the desired amount, and then you can simply go ahead and do the trade. New items are going to be available daily here, so it is worth remembering to check in, see what's on offer, and whether you want to take it home with you or not. Now I know growing up, our parents probably taught us, do not steal, it's bad, and I hope that is a life lesson you have taken with you into adulthood. However, I want you to throw that out the window for a moment, and only in this game, as it is kind of socially acceptable here. As you know by now, the world is filled with ruins, and you can collect up all the pieces of furniture you see using the Y button. You can also destroy the blocks and take them home with you if you want to use them in a different way or for a different build. The different areas throughout the worlds will have different types of furniture for you to find. For example, I keep going on about this boat, but the boat in the beach area has some wonderful, elegant pieces. You may think that stealing may just be restricted to ruins, but actually you can take the items within your Poke Centers and also the gates. This does include the items that are up on the wall, so basically everything is free game. Also, if you find yourself running out of a particular kind of block for maybe terraforming or building, don't forget that you can visit a dream island once per day and essentially ransack it. Take everything. If you are after a particular kind of block and you have the corresponding Pokédoll, you can head to that island and grab as many blocks as you like. And the best thing about this is you can make repeat visits. So for example, I really wanted some more grass blocks to help create some hills and do a little bit of terraforming. So I headed over to the dream island and then popped back with all of my loot. It was great. You can also take items back from Pallet Town if you want to. Pallet Town, once you've unlocked it, is kind of your sandbox style map, and there are different biomes within it as well. So it may come in handy. Another thing you can do every day is get furniture from trading honey with Vespiquen. Vespiquen comes into the game pretty early on, and you can unlock her with a habitat of 8 wild flowers. Honey is obtained from flowers, and you will know when you can grab it because it will start to sparkle. Combi also has a chance to drop it, so if you find it randomly kind of lurking around near his habitat, that's why. You can trade 3 honey with her for 1 item of furniture, and she will have 4 items available daily. You can purchase all 4 items in one day, so if you don't have enough honey, don't forget to go back to her and buy her all out. I 100% recommend stockpiling all of that honey, so be sure to grab it when you come across it. One of the main parts of the game is obviously bringing Pokemon back to the world, and as you reach certain milestones for the amount of Pokemon you have obtained in your Pokedex, you will receive new recipes as a reward. For example, at 30 Pokemon, I received the recipe for the larger storage chest. You will likely be moving in new Pokemon anyway, so this is kind of like a cheeky little bonus. You may occasionally also interact with an item or resource for the first time, and when this occurs, there is a chance you may unlock a new recipe, so be sure to keep your eye out for all of the different types of resources you find in the world. Also spread throughout the world, you have the chance to come across furniture and recipes that may be hidden in Pokeballs. They come in both gold and red forms, or you might also find sparkly spots in the water. If you see either of these, be sure to interact with it, as you can find some quite rare items, and it does appear the harder you have to dive in the water, the likelihood is the item will be pretty rare. In a similar fashion to the sparkly spots in the water, you may also see a sparkly spot in the ground, and if you break the block, you may receive a relic. These relics can be taken to Professor Tangleworth, who will analyze them for you. Some of these items can be furniture pieces, and some of them can also be items that humans used to use, and you can display these in frames, which will come in handy for some nice wall art. So far, I have managed to get some statues and also a very cute lamp. You may also find fossils, and the first one you find should also award you with the recipe for the exhibition plinth, and you can actually display the fossils on these, so that might be a nice kind of decorating idea when it comes to it. If you want to spice up your furniture, you can also customize some pieces, which will be apparent, and they have a little paintbrush icon beside them. As you get further into the game, you will meet Smearguru at Bleak Beach, and if you follow his old quest line, he will teach you how to make paint and paint balloons. I don't think this should be a worry early on, but I'm telling you this now so that you can start saving berries that you can then turn into paint later. So there we go, happy furniture hunting and happy decorating when you get there. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.